I was presenting and I saw Beyonce
in the audience.
Have you met Beyonce?
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it that time?
Story, right?
That's a whole story. It's insane. But
Can you tell the story?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You want to talk about it? We've never
We've
never
never
talked about it, but
So,
I think it would be cool to talk about.
Yeah, we'll talk about it here because I don't know if you know, it feels so weird to talk about Beyonce and like being in her presence and the kind of like it just feels weird because it's like it kind of comes off as braggy, but then it also kind of comes off like they're very private, so you don't really want to be like talking about like so. I can say that.
Well, okay. Long story short, I met Beyonce at the White House, and
no big deal.
No big deal. It was like it was so overwhelming. I was hugging her. I was like, I just
bet.
met Barack and Michelle, and I'm just meeting you. This is just insane.
But we got to go back a bit and talk about like manifestation because even before that, she told me she was probably about 8, and she's like, Mom, I want to meet Beyonce, but I don't want to just meet Beyonce. Like, I want to know Beyonce, and I want her to know me, and I want to hang out. And I was like, that's a bit ambitious, but you know what, baby? If that's what you want, it can happen. Like, it can happen.
Yeah.
I didn't really know that it could really happen, but I'm like, we gonna both put this in the universe and see what happens. So then we went that was our second trip to the White House, and she was actually with her dad, I think on like the tennis courts at the White House. And Miles, her brother on the show, he and his dad saw Beyonce and Jay-Z. And they ran up to me and they're like, where's Kayla? That's her. You guys know that's
my
her
real name.
Real name is
Kayla.
Kayla.
Yeah.
So they're like, where's Kayla? Where's Kayla? And I'm like, why? What? They're like, Beyonce is here. So I'm trying to call and I can barely look. The phone connected. And before I could get the B out, they were like right in front of me. So they got a chance to like meet Beyonce and Jay-Z.
But
and
you know how big the White House is. We were on the other side of the dang house, so we were like running.
It was like 2 miles. It felt like that that it took for them to like sprint back over to the tent where they were. So, but she got there in time, and when she met her, she cried because imagine the person like literally she's loved Beyonce since again before she could even speak actual words. I have like those were the first songs that she knew, and she just took that moment and was just like, ah! Beyonce like hugged her like it's cool, which we thought also was great because there was a time when she wouldn't really like touch people. It would just kind of like hover her arm over people. So we're like, she actually touched you. That means something. So then what happened?
Yeah, so then Coachella happened. We didn't go this year.
We didn't go to Coachella this year. The year that we're talking about.
Yeah, I've never been to Coachella because every time they want to go, my parents, her birthday's on 4/21, so they would go on 4/20. Yeah. And I didn't want to smell all the dang weed that people would be smoking.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll stay home.
There's a Coachella on 4/20?
Yes,
oh.
It's 4/20 and 4/21 normally. So it's like 2 weekends. The second weekend is always 4/20.
Oh, I don't because we go weekend one. Yeah. Oh
right.
yeah, I
you
can
guys,
imagine.
The old
Coachella.
people we go the second weekend because all you guys are gone. No, I'm just kidding. But literally, my birthday is that weekend. Yeah. So we went the year that she did that. It was Beychella.
Yeah.
I didn't even believe I said Beychella. That's.
Wow.
Sorry.
I keep going.
Cut that out, too.
Okay.
No, but we went that year, and I'm glad that she didn't go because it was like Coachella's hard when you're small. Like, it's a lot of people, and I have a bad attitude sometimes, and I almost got into fights. Don't tell anybody, but I literally almost. Anyway, so we went. She didn't go. Then the next year, Beyonce released the Netflix special, and we got an email that was like, hey, there's this release that's a party for Beyonce's, I think it was like her shoe launch. It wasn't even like telling us about the Netflix
So
special
she had a collaboration with Adidas and she was going to have a party. So I was like, okay, is she going to be there? What's going on? So we didn't even get any
no, I RSVP'd and then nothing.
Nothing happened. So we didn't know the address or any of that. We didn't know where to go, so we just stayed home.
Yeah, I booked a hotel room and then I didn't hear anything back, so I canceled. I was like, well, maybe my RSVP didn't go through.
Yeah, we're in Tarzana and it's all the way in Palm Springs, so we got the address at 9 o'clock at night.
And it was like 8. It was like 8 o'clock, and it's like be there by 11. Or something to that effect. We were in, We were at our house, in our living room.
When I tell you, my mom was zooming.
I did 200 miles per hour to drive.
All the way to Palm Springs?
Yes.
That's like
just out
2.5
of nowhere,
hours
it's like,
away.
bing, here's the address. I was like, oh. We get in the car. It was like we zoomed. It was like we got there before we even left. That's how fast I was driving. And we walk into this space. It literally was like a cube in the middle of nowhere. It's like just this illuminated. I was like, we're going to outer space. Like it's an illuminated cube just in the pure darkness. They took our phones and we had a ball.
When they took our phones, I was like, oh, she's here. I was like, oh, she is here. I'm like, that's why. I'm like, this girl is here. So, we had a good time. We were there for like 3 hours or so. Yeah. And I mean, it just, those type of moments it's just insane. And it just like reminds me of like when I was just this little girl in Texas that like didn't really know what I really wanted to do or what my like inspirations and like where I really want to be in life. And just seeing like your idol like right in front of you is just the craziest thing. Like knowing how far you've come, it's pretty.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool.
And that was the day. That was the day that what she spoke came to fruition. Like we literally it was just crazy. I told her, I said, this is the moment. This is the moment that you said you wanted. You wanted to hang with her. She knows who you are. Like I saw her see you. I saw her see you and be like, oh, there's Marseille. I was like, ah!
That's
inside
crazy.
the little me inside was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Did you guys get to have a conversation at all a little bit?
Yeah, that was like, we just finished the little press tour. So like I met you guys and then like a couple months later we did that. And I mean, wow. Wait.
No, it was like not even a month. It literally was like we met you guys, like Little came out in April.
Yeah.
We met you guys like March, and then Coachella was April. So literally it was like a span of weeks. So.
Yeah, okay, got it.
We almost lost her that year. It was just too much. It was like the Dolan twins and Beyonce.
I was going crazy. I was like, what a year.
We'll talk about that in a little bit. But what was it like talking to Beyonce? What was that like getting to have a conversation with someone that you looked up to since you were like 8 years old?
It was so cool. Like at the moment, like she like I'll even like say a little bit, but she was like, oh yeah, I saw all the cool photos. Like you just looked so good. And I was like, where? I was like on Instagram. I was like, she saw me on Instagram. I'm like, she don't follow no one. The heck? I'm like, what do you mean? Like she saw me on Instagram? Like what are you talking about? But they like she was saying how much she loved Little and how she watched it with the wife.
Wow.
It was just the coolest thing. It was so sick. Yeah.
How did that feel that she watched a creation of yours after you grew up on creations of hers?
I can't even put into words.
Yeah,
how
I wouldn't
it
be able
felt.
to.
I was just like, this is insane.
Did you cry?
Mean, I didn't cry then. I had to be cool. I was like, I already cried once. I don't need like I'm at a party that's like 30 people. I'm like, I'm special at this point. Like, let me not cry. I didn't. But
I probably would have.
Yeah. I did a little, and I'm pretty sure internally, I embarrassed her. And Aaron was there too. Like literally, I was dancing my ass off. I was like, okay, Beyonce, and she was like, Mom. I was like, whatever.
No, me and Dad were like, man, this girl is turning up.
I was in. Listen.
Yeah, but
it was like one of the best nights ever.
Yeah,
more That's so awesome. Because I knew what it meant for her, and as a mom to know, like, there's been moments where her dreams have come true, and like but then. That one was like huge, like beyond. And I'm just like, okay, well, this is just great.
But I mean, it's really cool. A couple years pass, and it's like, it's kind of chill. Like, I don't get starstruck often. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And, that was just like a surreal moment.